Hello everyone. Welcome to Unique Learning. It's a Track of Success channel. Today we are going to learn about applets in Java. So let us introduce what is applets. Applets are nothing but these are also Java programs, and these applet programs will be executed over an internet. Now you might be familiar about all Java programs and apps which are standalone applications that get compiled and linked into machine code and frequently compiled into bytecodes. But these applets are the Java programs which will be interpreted by Java bytecode interpreter. What is a Java bytecode interpreter? Java bytecode is a code which can be executed on any of the machine. Applets will run under the control of larger programs such as web page. Because of these applets, Java has become more popular. Now, what is exactly an applet? Applet is nothing but it is has a rectangular area. It is a window which will be displayed in the form of a rectangular area, which contains any number of components like buttons, text fields, pictures, icons, etc. Applets can respond to user initiated events such as mouse clicks or keyboard presses. These applets these applet behaviors comes from a Java class named as JApplet. JApplet is a class which is present in Java Swings package. Now, how we are going to write an applet? For writing an applet, we require 5 major steps. One is setting up a layout for the applet, creating components and adding them into the applet, arranging for listeners to listen for events which are generated by users who interact with the applet's components, writing methods to respond when the event occurs, and finally writing a document to host the applet. So these are the 5 major steps where we need for writing an applet. What are the 5 major steps? One is setting up the layout, and the other one is creating the components and adding them to the applet. And whenever if any user specifies an event like clicking a button, generating an event, then the listeners has to listen these events. Accordingly, applet component should react. At the same time, writing methods to respond when an event occurs, and finally writing a document to the host applet. Now, once an applet has been written, now it's time for writing an HTML document to host an applet. For this purpose, we need an applet viewer. So here, applet is usually run within an HTML document, just like a web page. So we will embed the applet tag or the applet code in an HTML document. Now, where you will execute this applet? This applet can be executable or can be executed or can be run in a applet viewer. So, HTML is a language which is used for creating web page. Now, what this HTML stands for? It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Now a question arises into your mind that when you are going to create an applet and how you are going to do it. While writing the applet, that is to write the applet in a Java program, first of all we have to save the Java program. Means you have to write a Java program, and that Java program should be saved with an extension file called .java, just like your normal Java application program. After that, after you compile this Java program, you will get a bytecode file. You will get a bytecode file that is called as .class file. Now, this .class file name will be embedded into your applet tag. Whatever the applet tag that you will write into your HTML document. So here you will write an HTML document which includes the statements to call your compiled Java applet. Okay. Now, you will load the HTML document into the web browser or else you run the applet program using applet viewer program, which in turn uses your HTML document. Okay, now let us see how to write the HTML document. First of all, you have to know what are the tags that are involved in an HTML document. These tags are nothing but the commands. We'll call the commands as tags in HTML. So every HTML tag will begin with the HTML word and it will end with the /HTML. In between, you'll write your code. So here HTML is a tag, starting tag, and /HTML is your end tag. Now in between you will write your code. That code we'll call it as object code. So here the object code is a class dot class. Now dot class is a bytecode file, and width and height will specifies the size of your applet that should be displayed on the screen. Now how you will complete your HTML document? Here is a code to specify the HTML document. Now see here, 400 and 300 pixels, that is 1/4 of your total screen will occupy the applet. Now what is the next step? The next step is to run an applet. So to run an applet, we use the web browser, we use the applet viewer, and applet viewer is nothing but it's a part of your SDK. Okay. Now simply type applet viewer at the command line followed by your HTML file name. Then press the return button. Then an applet viewer window will be displayed and the applet will be executed. Now let us see how to understand these applets, means understanding where applets can fit into your class hierarchy. Suppose when you are writing an applet, you must include import statement, because applets are present in java.applet package, and if you are using japplet class, it is present in javax.swing.japplet package. So here japplet is a swing class which can initiate an applet, and all swing components are user interface elements, which includes dialog box, buttons, radio buttons, checkboxes, etc. So we have to use these buttons, checkboxes and applet methods into this. So for this purpose we use an interface keyword called extends keyword. I hope you understood what is applet, how we are going to embed the applet code into the HTML code. Thank you. Please subscribe to this channel to know more details about applets.